Hey, what's up guys? It's your man 4am and today we're diving deep into the Lonesome Guild. One of the most underrated action RPGs I've played around this time of year, which is, well, filled with action, adventure and some Zelda-like mystery solving. And in today's Ultimate Guide, I'm excited to share everything you need to know about both combat and treasure, from character skills and ghost powers to finding legendary equipment and building up relationships, all essential to unite your guild and get the most out of your adventures. So let's dive in. The Lonesome Guild literally just got released on both Steam, Xbox Series S and X, with a nice 15% discount for the coming 2 weeks, or you could also play it on PS5, so be sure to check out my link in the description in time to seal a nice deal. And right here I want to quickly take the opportunity as well to thank Don't Not and Tiny Bull Studios for making today's video possible. I really enjoyed checking out the game before it's released on the hardest difficulty, so I can share everything you need to know about it. So, the Lonesome Guild. It's an epic single-player, whimsical top-down action RPG, where friendships are forged to basically push back the darkness that's consuming the magical world of Etere. You first awaken as a ghost who is in search for lost memories. During your adventures, you come across 6 misfits, or unique characters that each come with their own story to tell, personalities, and especially unique abilities to overcome evil. One of my favorite core mechanics is the seamless character switching, which can be done while exploring the open world or during combat. This makes open world exploration super interesting, as the more you progress, the more characters you will unlock over time, which kind of also makes puzzle solving more difficult, as you're gonna have to search for more levers or pressure plates to stand on, solve mysteries that can then uncover some powerful loot like legendary equipment. One geared up enough for combat, you can once again switch at any time, but especially do this at the right moment, as this will empower your character so you can deal a lot more damage. There are different damage types, both melee and ranged, but also physical and magical. All 6 characters come with very unique skill sets, which in my opinion makes combat super fun. As a PC gamer with normally mouse and keyboard controls, I highly recommend you to play with a controller, as the experience with it is just super smooth. It's really enjoyable, you gotta try it out. Anyways, shortly after starting your adventure, you unlock your first 2 characters, Da Vinci and Mr. Fox. Da Vinci uses his wrench as base attack for physical damage, while with Mr. Fox, you can use magical claw attacks. There are 4 more to unlock, some even with ranged attacks or a combination of both. The primary way to empower your characters is to level them up, earn skill points, which can then be spent in the relationship menu. For this, you're gonna need specific relationship tiers. The higher your relationship is with specific characters, the more powerful the skills become you can unlock. Both passive and active ones, to basically customize your skill set so you can find the perfect synergy between different characters. Each party consists of 3 characters plus Ghost, so you can never take all the characters from your companionship. This makes up for interesting decision making, especially if you have to deal with specific bosses that come with a resistance to either physical or magical powers. Your characters not only come with strengths, but also weaknesses. And this brings us to the secondary method how you can empower them. If we check out the inventory, Consumables can use any of these snacks to restore an X amount of HP to one or multiple party members to continue your adventure, while the more important ones, the blossoms or flowers you come across, can permanently raise certain bonuses, like critical strike chance or strength, that can really make a difference in combat, if of course you use them on the right characters. So knowing that Da Vinci deals physical damage with its melee attacks, it's also going to be wise to prioritize physical skills over the magical ones. Otherwise, you're going to have to divide the powers of one character into empowering different attributes, which is going to make them less relevant. On top of that, you can also come across powerful equipment when exploring the open world. Most of the times common, but sometimes rare, epic, or even legendary loot. You can equip any of your characters with these powerful bonuses, 4 total for each character. For example, the Blasphemous Amulet. The owner will always ignore enemy resistances. Another one of my favorites is the Earth-Shaking Gauntlet. Every time the last base attack hits an enemy, it causes a damaging explosion, basically dealing damage to everything in the radius. Aside from the 4 pieces of equipment you can give to each character and the active hero skills, I have the Smoking Gun and Arrow Wisp. You will also have a support skill for each character, which also is unique. Specifically to Mr. Fox, he will empower his entire team when you use the support, increases their critical strike chance and base attack speed. This guy right here already comes with a 25% increased critical strike chance, so doing this kind of permanently allows me to crit, which is amazing for specific characters. You really don't want to underestimate these support abilities, as some of them are extremely powerful. The Invincibility, for example, temporarily shields your entire party for any damage. So now you're probably wondering, how do I get my hands on all this precious loot? Especially for the early and mid game, I think the flowers are amazing, as they come with nice attribute or stat bonuses, like the critical strike chance, an HP boost for increased survivability, strength, defense, etc. Those can be found by searching for flowers. These are usually like hidden in plain sight. You don't have to do much for them. Simply search through the entire map, and without doubt you will come across 1 or more flowers every single time. Sometimes you're gonna have to make a small detour or even solve a puzzle for them, but usually where you can find puzzles, you can find legendary equipment. Always make sure to pick up the loot boxes, the brown crates you come across, as these come with those consumables, but especially the epic and legendary equipment can be found in golden treasure chests. From my experience after completing the game on the highest difficulty, I can tell that these are the biggest prizes you want to hunt for. Bosses only give you experience after completing specific missions, while with these, you can pick up legendary equipment, and they can really make a difference in battle as shared earlier, negating specific resistances or dealing a lot more damage after a combo, healing your character, etc, etc. Sometimes you're gonna have to solve some pretty challenging puzzles to reach them, but at the same time, they're very much worth it, as you can give them to any of your characters whenever you want. I want to give you some extra tips for puzzle solving, as you're gonna have to rely a lot on Ghost's powers. Every time when you interact with an altar, you can bring this flame to another location or explore hidden pressure plates and levers. Be sure to scan the entire area. Combine that with smart placement of your characters by choosing between follow and stay. You'll be able to trigger pressure plates and levers a lot easier, which usually reveal the rarest of treasures. The same counts for combat, as if you want to get the most out of it, you want to trigger Ghost at the right time to gain powers with the character you switch to. It will deal a lot more damage, even ignoring resistances, which is going to make the fight a whole lot easier. Not only do Ghost's powers allow you to deal more damage with a specific character when triggered, but most of the times in combination with passive skill upgrades allow you to power up your active skills faster if you just keep using your standard attack. So it's gonna be relevant to keep fighting with a specific character, spam those abilities while you have the time for it. On top of that, each attack also charges up Ghost's ultimate, which can be activated with one click of a button, Y on the Xbox controller, which, bam, deals massive amounts of damage to all your foes on the battlefield. One final tip when dealing with challenging foes, especially bosses, you want to revive your allies at all times as quick as possible, because it's going to be so much easier to take them out with 3 instead of 1, for which your timing has to be right. Try to read and predict the attack patterns of foes, which can be done quite easily if you just look at the red lines on the floor. If they just jump or dive away from your character you want to revive, especially on the highest difficulty during boss fights, this can mean the difference between life and death. Long story short, if you keep the Lonesome Guild nice and happy, you're gonna be up for an epic adventure. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this ultimate guide. I really hope you enjoyed every bit of it and very much look forward to hearing your thoughts about the game. What are you most excited for? The open world exploration, treasure hunting, or puzzles, or maybe in general just really look forward to taking out those epic bosses? Let us know in the comments down below. Questions are very welcome in the comments as well. Right now though, I want to wish you good luck with the epic adventures ahead. Be sure to check out the game with my link in the description down below. And yes, once again, a big thanks to Donut and Tiny Bull Studios for making today's video possible. Guys, a big thanks for watching. I'll check you in the next video live stream. Take care. Peace.